Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm really excited to be sharing some great content for creative professionals of all types, whether you are an event planner, photographer, videographer, cake baker, course creator, any other kind of creative content creator, all the above. I've got some really good stuff for you to help you to make sure you're getting your legal house in order and that you're protecting your business as you make money, as you get clients, and as you continue to grow your brand. All right. Now, before we go too far, I want to introduce myself. My name is Faye Shola. I am the owner of Statuesque Events. We're an event planning company based in the DC metro area. We've been in business now for going on 14 years. For half of the time that I've been running my business now, I've been running it as an agency with other lead planners managing their own projects and me overseeing, as well as myself taking on some of the projects as well. I really love it. And in addition to that, I also coach business owners like yourself, event planners, photographers, professionals, all the above to make sure that you are building a profitable business and you are taking care of the business side of your creative endeavors, okay? Making sure that the business is loving you back for all that you're pouring into it. AKA making sure you're paying yourself, making sure you have work-life balance, and making sure that you're overall building a balanced business, all right? Now, enough of the intro. Today, I want to talk about 5 contract updates that you want to make sure you are covering in your business as we continue through 2025, as we get busy, and as you roll forward, all right? These are really important, and I'm excited because I'm partnering with one of my favorite template shop owners to offer you some amazing deals on these contracts, right? So make sure that you go ahead, click the link in the description to go ahead to grab your contract templates to look at all the different things that we're going to be sharing today. You can grab them today at a fraction of what it would cost to hire a lawyer to draft something up for you and all of that. And I also want to say that one of the reasons that I love working with this contract shop is because this is drafted by a lawyer who actually understands what we do as creatives. A lot of times as creatives, we're partnering with service professionals, right? In this case, lawyers who don't understand what we do. So yes, they're creating something that technically is legally sound, but they don't understand some of the challenges that we're having. They don't understand some of the things that we are up against, some of the common challenges that we have with clients and all of that. But with this contract shop, they do. They understand. They work with creatives all of the time. I've had clients use them. I've used some of these templates. I definitely stand by them. And I would strongly recommend that you go ahead and grab it again for a very small fraction of what it costs to pay a lawyer hours, a couple hours of work to draft something for you. They may not even cover every single term because they're not as familiar with your business. All right. So let's hop right on in. The first contract that you want to make sure that you have in 2025, particularly if you do not already have it, is your professional services agreement. What that means is if you're a wedding planner, having a contract that lines out what you're going to do and how you work as a wedding planner for your clients, right? Or if you're a corporate event planner, what do you do for them? If you're a photographer, this is generally the agreement that you send out to people for them to book your service. You want to make sure that you have that ironed out. You want to make sure that you are drafting that. All right. Now, the second thing, now this may seem really obvious, but I do know that there are some people who are probably watching this who have been operating without a contract for a long time. I want you to know that a contract solidifies your business. It makes people take you more seriously. As a wedding planner, I've seen how clients make decisions, and I've had clients, sometimes when I pitch someone and say, hey, I've worked with them before, but they don't really do contracts. And they're like, well, I'm not comfortable working with them. If you don't have a contract, or if it's not professionally written, or it's half a page, right? It's not thorough. Like, are you a real business? Like, I don't feel comfortable giving you my money. So make this the year that you invest in yourself. Invest a couple $100s. It's not a crazy amount. Get your contract that you can use for years and solidify and really legitimize your business so that you can go off and charge thousands per service to your clients. I think that's a worthwhile investment, and I think it's important for you to do, right? So make sure you get your service agreement if you don't already have one. Now, for those of you who do have one, you definitely want to grab your cancellation agreement. A lot of times, things are happening. People, the more seasoned you get in business, the more likely you are to come across a couple or an organization, et cetera, who starts off with planning an event and then later on decides to cancel. So you want to make sure that you have terms in your agreement that discuss what happens when you cancel, or that you just get a cancellation agreement, right? So when someone says they cancel, you send them the agreement that talks about all the next steps and the terms, you both sign, and that ends your work together, right? Just so that it's nice and clear. There's no confusion. There's no frustration later on, and not just frustration, but of course, no one can take legal recourse about what you did or did not do because you ended on clear terms. So you want to make sure you're going ahead and grabbing that. The third contract, the template that you want to make sure you have is your independent. You want to make sure that you have your independent contractor agreement or an employee agreement. The reason I'm saying or is because everybody runs their business differently, right? If you run your business where you have independent contractors working under you to service your clients, then you want the independent contractor agreement. If you are a business where you hire employees part-time or full-time, then you want to grab your employee agreement. And there are different contracts for each of these types in the template shop. Bonus, if you are an event planner, a photographer, or a videographer, there are customized independent contractor planner, independent contractor photo, independent contractor video, and the same employee, wedding planner employee, photo employee, video employee contracts in the template shop that you can grab and use for your business. So it makes life so much easier for you to know, like, what should I be doing? What should I be including in my contract? How do I iron this out? You have templates to just fill out and move forward with, which are golden. So you want to go ahead and grab those. You also are going to want to have a non-disclosure agreement. This is really important because as you're leveling up in your business, as your business is growing and leveling up, you're going to be leveling up the type of clientele you're working with. The last thing you need is somebody leaving your business either as an contractor or an employee talking bad about you, talking about your clients, sharing trade secrets, sharing things that happen behind the scenes, right? Particularly with sensitive client information, right? So you want to make sure that you're having those non-disclosure agreements. People are not sharing how you're running your business. They're not sharing, sensitive things about clients that they may have learned on wedding days or event days. So you want to make sure that you have that in order so that people know that you're a safe business. A lot of the reason that people pay premium for certain vendors and service professionals is that they know that there's going to be discretion in the way that they're handled. So you want to make sure that you're taking care of your back end and making sure that the people who are working with you understand the discretion that's required by asking them to sign and ensure that they understand the discretion that's going to be required for them to be assisting you at your events, right? So you definitely want to go ahead and grab that non-disclosure agreement. It's something that I recommend always sending whenever you onboard someone new to your team. And last but not least, you have your non-solicitation clause. You may or may not remember a couple of years ago, non-competes actually became illegal in the United States. It became illegal to tell someone that they cannot start another business or work for another company after working with you that competes with you, right? However, I've actually never had a non-compete clause. And like I said, for 7 years, I've had an agency. I actually had a couple people who've worked for me have their own businesses, and we never had a problem. The only thing that I think is really sketchy is if someone comes to your business and sees, a lead coming your way and they go after that lead, and they're basically taking business away from you. That's a problem, right? Like that's definitely a huge problem to have someone taking business from you. And that's what a non-solicitation clause protects you from. And it is still legal. I honestly think that a lot of people who were really like up in arms and stressed out about the fact that this non-compete clause was made illegal, what they were really stressing about was this non-solicitation, which means you cannot take my clients, you can't leave and then like email my repeat corporate clients and say, hey, well, I started my other business and I can give this to you for half off. Like that is all covered in a non-solicitation. So that is actually a clause. It's not a contract template, but you can purchase that clause and add it to your independent contractor agreement, or if you already have an independent contractor agreement, you can grab that and make that part of it. And all of these are templates that you can purchase in the template shop. All right. So I hope this has been helpful for you guys. I can guarantee that one of these 5 that I just said are, contracts that you probably want to grab, that you probably don't have yet and that you want to grab. I would recommend using the link in my description box, grab the contract template, purchase it, and start implementing, because Legal is one of those areas that some people ignore until it's too late. You ignore until you're already getting sued or you're already in trouble, and it's going to cost you 10 times the amount to fix the problem than it would have cost you to prevent it with the right documentation at the beginning. So I want to say now, let's start the year right. Let's start on a good foot. Let's invest in things that are going to protect us. And this is a very small investment in one or more of these templates to protect your business in moving forward. All right. These are also great templates to get if, let's say, you have a service agreement that you've been using for forever, right? And you need a refresh, or you need something that is more up to date, or that's actually been reviewed by a lawyer. This is a great chance to upgrade. Grab that, use it in your business. I promise you, it not only will protect you, it also makes you look more professional when you're in front of the clients, right? And when you are presenting what you can do for them. So I hope that this helps. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. If you haven't already done so, subscribe, because lots more content is coming. All right. And I can't wait to see you in a future video very soon.